Hello students, welcome back to classes on storage area network. In this session, let us discuss about the fourth module, cloud computing. Very small concepts there, okay? Very small module it is. Number of topics are very less. So, basics of cloud computing. So, here we are talking about the okay, in this chapter we are talking about the technologies, essential characteristics, benefits, service, deployment models and infrastructure of cloud computing. Okay, so what is cloud computing? Question, what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is a technology. This enables the organization and individuals to obtain and provision IT resources as a service. Okay, so with this, with cloud computing, users can browse and select relevant cloud services such as compute, software, storage, or a combination of these resources via portal. It is mainly this technology is mainly used for the industry or organization for the storage purpose, computation purpose, okay, as well as sharing of a tool on a common platform. The first concept here is cloud enabling technologies. So under cloud enabling technology, we are talking about the grid and utility computing. Let us see what it is. Grid computing is a form of distributed computing which lets the resources of uh, numerous heterogeneous computers in a network to work together as a single task on same time. Say parallel computation, that's it. Grid computing is a parallel computation which lets the source from a different computer or different host. Okay, it can be on heterogeneous platform. The resources may be of heterogeneous platform, heterogeneous in the sense irrespective of operating system as well as irrespective of their hardware. Those resources can work together to compute a common task, right? So this is called as grid computing, sharing of workload and all. Then utility computing is a service provisioning model in which a service provider makes computing resources available to customers as and when required and changes them based on the usage. It is like utility computing for a service. It is provided by the service provider to the user as per user needs. On time to time it can be updatable or it can be changed. It can be okay, for different users it can be so different type of what you can say utility software can be provided like alpha users or beta users or pro users, you can say, right? So different versions of the same can be given. Then virtualization is a technique that abstracts the physical characteristics of the IT resources from resource users. Okay, this virtualization concept we will be discussing in detail. Then service oriented architecture, SOA, this provides a set of services that can communicate with each other. Set of services that can communicate with each other. This service works together to perform some activity or simply pass data among services. Okay, these are the cloud utility services. One of the important topic, cloud enabling technology. Cloud enabling technology with four parameters: grid computing, utility computing, virtualization, and SOA. Another important topic here is its characteristic of cloud computing. So cloud infrastructure should have the five essential characteristics. What are the five essential characteristics? The first one is on demand self service. On demand self service. So on demand self service, a consumer can unilaterally provision computing capabilities such as server time and network storage as and when needed, okay, automatically without requiring human interaction with each service provider. Whenever, as and when the user requires some service, it is to be provided. It can be a resource or it can be a tool or it can be any kind of user required service. Okay, on demand self service it is called as. This is one of the fundamental requirement or characteristics, you can say, of cloud computing. Then broad network access capabilities are available over the network and accessed through standard mechanism that promote use by heterogeneous thin or thick client platform, for example mobile phone, tablet, laptop, irrespective of the hardware or software you are using, right? Broad network access, there should not be any restriction that you have to access this from PC only or mobile phone only, right? So it should be a heterogeneous one available for all the users. Okay, it should have a broad network access. Then resource pooling, the provider's computing resources are pooled to serve multiple consumers using multi-tenant model with different physical and virtual resources dynamically assigned and reassigned according to the consumer demand. So for multiple users, the same set of resources. If multiple users need same set of resources or data, so the system should be capable of providing or serving the same for them. That is what resource pooling is. Rapid elasticity, capability that can be elastically provisioned and released in some cases automatically to scale rapidly outward and inward, okay, as per user requirement. So as and when resources are required, the resources should be added. Okay, it should supports for scalability. Scalability means what? Addition of new things, right? So rapid elasticity, that's what stands for elasticity, stretchable, right? Next is about measured service. So cloud systems automatically control and optimize resources used by leveraging a metering capability at some level of abstraction appropriate to the type of service. For example, please go through the example, you will come to know. Storage, processing, bandwidth requirement, and active user accounts. So these are the different set of services. So measured services, this cloud service should be provided for different things like creating of user record or maintaining a user catalog, or what, storing a user data, right? Or communication among the users. So for such type of services, such type of heterogeneous requirements, user requirements, you have to provide the cloud should be capable of providing the services. These are all the characteristics of the cloud infrastructure. Okay, so what are its benefits? Next question comes, why we should use, or why an IT organization should go for cloud computing. So cloud computing offers the set of key features. They are, see, reduced IT cost. That is one thing. Then business agility, in the sense capability to allocate and scale computing capacity quickly. Okay, that is what business agility. Then flexible scaling, as and when resources are required. It is elastic. It is having a characteristics called as elasticity. Just now we have discussed about it, right? Then high availability. Availability means, see, reliable. It should be a reliable one and available one. Important thing is availability, because as and when data is needed, it should be available for the user. It can be a data or service, or it can be any kind of resources. Okay. Let us see the cloud service model later. Actually, we have a three type of service model. Cloud service architecture is there. One is SaaS, other one is PaaS, and the third one is IaaS, infrastructure as service. IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service, PaaS or PaaS as platform as a service, and SaaS is SaaS, software as a service. Let us study about them in detail in the next session.